Hey guys, you know what time it is? It's my Eagles recap show. I'm Ken Arnold, Maryland's, you ready? Maryland's biggest Eagles fan. That's right. I live down here in Maryland now, but I'm originally from South Jersey. But you know, I got married, my wife was from here, and she made me move down here. So, you know, you got to do what your wife says. So that's why I'm down here. But I'm Maryland's biggest Eagles fan, and I'm telling you right now, I'm down here and I'm in skin country. And boy, I will tell you, it has been a fun week. Walking around, going to work, seeing all these Skins fans down here and laughing in their face. That's right. That's what I've been doing. I've been laughing in their face all week. It's been fun. What a game on Monday night at the Link. We started off slow. Guaranteed it was a slow start. It wasn't so good. I was getting a little worried there. But you know what? Carson Wentz turned it on. The rest of the Eagles turned it on. That defense still held up. What a great run defense we got, guys. It's hard to run against us, and it makes you very one-dimensional. And the Skins just didn't have enough, and we put them away. What a win on Monday night, and it was great to see David Akers get elected into that Eagles Hall of Fame. Let's review. You know, it's a win. It's a win. We are 6-1. We're 6-1. We're first place, NFC East. That's amazing. When was the last time we were sitting at 6-1, right? It's been a while. It's been a while. And we can possibly go 8-1 because our next two games are against an 0-7 team and against a Bronco team that really hasn't been playing well. So we have a possibility of being 8-1. We can't get ahead of ourselves, right? We got to focus on the Niners coming up. They are 0-7. We can't have a letdown. Cannot have a letdown against the Niners. We got to come out strong on Sunday, and we just got to play our game, and we will win that game. The officiating on Monday night. Again, not good for both sides this time. At the beginning of the game, it was just one right after the other against the Eagles, backed us all the way up. And then, of course, Carson threw that interception, but it was as good as a punt. And then our defense showed up and shut down the Redskins. But still, the officiating in the NFL this year has been horrid. Awful. I'll tell you what, Eagles Elvis, super happy. Way happy, right? Dude, we're 6-1. Eagles Elvis is happy. Yeah. And you know what? Check this out. Eagles Victory Beer. Right here, I got my Eagles tap. I got my Eagles Keyser, as you can see. I got the Eagles logo on it. Eagles, I got Carson Wentz on the side over here. You can't see it, but, you know, if I move this thing, but I don't want to move it because I got all my setup going. But check it out. My Eagles Victory Beer. I brewed this beer myself. It's an Imperial Red Ale. My Eagles Victory Brew and my Eagles glass. Here's to being 6-1, Philly. 6-1. Oh, man, that's good. That's good victory beer. Suck it, Skins. We beat the Washington Redskins for the second time this year. That's right. And down here in Maryland, all the Skins fans are crying. But that's okay, because we're in first place, and they're on their way out. Them, Dallas, and the Giants. Done. 2 more wins, and it's us. We wrap it up. We did have some huge losses on Monday night. Jason Peters went down. He's out for the season. It might be the end of his career. But what an incredible career that Jason has had. Jason, here's to you. Here's to your wonderful career. Here's to you being a Philadelphia Eagle going into the Hall of Fame first ballot. Jason, this is for you, man. We also lost Jordan Hicks on Monday night for the season. It's going to deplete our linebacking core. He was the heart and soul of that linebacking core. But you know what? Next man up. Somebody's got to step up. Somebody's got to take Jordan's place. And I think whoever that is going to be huge this season for us. They got to come through. And maybe we might have to go out and we might have to sign somebody as a free agent or maybe make a trade. I don't know. But we did sign a tackle today. We signed Taylor Hart, who used to be a defensive tackle. Now he's playing offensive tackle. That's why the Eagles signed him. So hopefully he can get in there. He can learn the schemes and everything he needs to know, and he can help out on the offensive line. The offense did start slow again, but they stepped it up, and we walked away with a win. The run game, not really a huge factor this week, but we didn't need it. We just put it to him in the air. On the offensive side of the ball, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, the guy's the magic man. Magic man. That when he was about ready to get sacked, and all of a sudden he just popped out the other side like a superhero. What was that? He came flying out of nowhere. Boom, downfield, gets the first down. Incredible. Incredible. This guy's doing incredible things. At the beginning of the season, people in Philadelphia wanted to just get rid of him already. What for? It's his second year. He played great last year in his first year as a rookie. This year, he's doing unbelievable things. He leads the NFL in touchdowns with 17. He's the first Eagle ever to throw 17 touchdowns in the first 7 games, beating out Norm Van Brocklin and Donovan McNabb. That's good company. It's good company. Those guys won a lot of games for the Eagles. A lot. And if Carson keeps this up, he's only going to get better every week. Every week, this kid gets better and better and better and does more amazing things. Imagine when he is in control of a game, like Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning or a Tom Brady, which he's very close now. And if he gets to that level that those guys were at for such a long period of time, we're going to have fun in this city of Philadelphia for the next 10, 15 years. Carson Wentz, thank you, sir. Here's the Carson Wentz, baby. Here's the Carson Wentz. Thank you, Carson. Carson was 17 for 25 for 268 yards. He had 4 TDs and 1 interception. And, you know, I don't fault him for the interception. He was just trying to get it out, threw it downfield. Good as a punt, in my opinion. So I really don't blame him for that interception. The rest of the game, though, he was stellar. He was pinpoint accurate. He was on the money. He found the open man. Did a great job. He was excellent. And that's why he was NFC Player of the Week. Offensive Player of the Week. Carson, here's to being the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Good for you. He threw that 64-yard touchdown bomb to Mac Hollins, the rookie. What a play. Can he throw the ball downfield, people in Philadelphia? Yes, he can. Beginning of the season, a lot of guys on WIP, right? What were you saying? What were you saying? Couldn't throw it downfield. What do you think now? What do you think now? I'm going to drink some beer because he can throw it downfield. Thank you very much. That crazy throw to Barner in the corner of the end zone. What was that? How'd he get that ball off? Can't play, right? Yeah, whatever. Carson is the man. He's the man. Get over it. Aguilar had another touchdown. How about him this year? The guy has come to play. What a turnaround for that guy. Aguilar, you're the man. Keep it up. And of course, Zach Ertz. Another touchdown. The man is a scoring machine. Him and Wentz and Aguilar all season long. I'm telling you right now. Jeffries draws a lot of coverage, leaves those guys wide open. Torrey Smith, even he draws coverage over the top, which opens those guys up. It's going to be a fun year, folks, and Wentz is only getting better at finding those guys, and he spreads the ball around. You got to love it. Carson completed 68% of his passes for a 126.3 passer rating. He also ran for 63 yards. I mean, the guy, he's amazing. Wentz is amazing. Gotta love it. Yes. The run game, we didn't need it. Carson led in rushing, but we didn't need it, really. We had some nice runs. Blunt had a nice run in the third quarter, I think, or the fourth quarter, to get a first down for us and run out the clock a little bit. But other than that, we really didn't need to run the ball. We were moving the ball downfield by passing it. And when we did need a first down, Carson used his legs, and that's all we needed. Let's go to the defensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball, run game, again, stellar. You can't run against us. Nobody can run against us. They had a couple runs, maybe like 6, 7 yards, maybe 1 of 10. But other than that, we shut them down. Running, made them one-dimensional. Cousins had to drop back to pass. Let me tell you right now, he does not have the receivers he had last year. He does not have Deshaun Jackson. He does not have Pierre Garçon. And guess what? It shows. He can't get the ball out. And when he does get the ball out, Terrell Pryor can't catch it. The guy can't catch. I don't care how fast he is. I don't care how good of an athlete he is. If you can't catch the ball, you're worthless as a wide receiver. You just are. Oh, well, we got pressure. Got pressure on Cousins. We did get to him a few times. Now, I will say this. We still got to work a little bit on that defensive backfield because he did throw for 300 yards against us. Some of it in the fourth quarter when they just had to go, keep going, keep passing. But, we got to try and shut that down a little bit. We got to get a little more pressure. I love when Schwartz sends people. I really do. More than 4. I do like it. He does, we get a lot of pressure with the front 4, which is great. And we get that extra man in the defensive backfield. But sometimes, and he did a nice job of sending people here and there the other night, and we were able to get to Kirk Cousins. But I think we need to do a little bit more in some other situations. 3rd and long, I'd like to see it. I would every once in a while. Send a safety, send a corner, send somebody. Here's to you, Jim Schwartz, for your defensive play calling. Good for you. And Doug Peterson. What's up, man? People are throwing your name out there for Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, Doug. What are you going to do, man? You going to win it for us? Come on, Dougie. Come on, Dougie. Keep it up, man. Coach of the Year. Here's to you. Man, this is good beer. And I made it myself. I should call this Carson Wentz Ale. What do you think? I think so. You know what, guys? The Birds are for real. A lot of people in the NFL, they weren't giving them any credit. They're for real. They came to play this season. They've got good weapons on both sides of the ball. And they're playing, and they're having fun, and they're doing their jobs, and they're executing, and Carson Wentz is coming along, and he's developing, and he's taking control of these games. It's a fun season just because of that. Special teams. Special teams were, again, very good. Special teams. Elliott did miss a field goal. All right, he hit the post. Is it time to cut him, though? I don't think so. Okay, the kid's going to miss every once in a while. But he hit that 61-yarder. Not time to cut him. Let the kid play. The next game is at the Link Sunday against the 49ers. They are 0-7. We have to come ready to play. You can't have a letdown here, guys. Can't have a letdown. And they've played in a lot of close games. They got blown out last week by Dallas, but that's the only game that they weren't in. So you got to come ready to play. They're going to come. It's the NFL. Any given Sunday, right? You got to come ready to play. Carson is a legitimate MVP candidate. You know, we'll see how those injuries we had on the offensive line, Jason Peters, we'll see how that affects us. But I think that Carson, if he stays where he's at and he keeps playing at that high of a level, he's going to be a legitimate candidate for MVP at the end of the season. He's having a great season, guys. 6-1. We're almost halfway through the season. We get a bye week coming up in 3 weeks. If he can keep this up, we get 2 more wins. We go into the break at 8-1. There is no limit to what we can do this season. No limit. Seriously. I know everybody says, you know, the Eagles, they get in the playoffs and they lose first round. No. It's different. It's a different feel this year, guys. A different feel. I've never, in the history of me being an Eagle fan, felt like this. Even in 2004. I really didn't. Back then, I was like, oh, crap, we're going to lose it. And we did. Not this year. I don't have that feeling this year. It's a great feeling. It's a fun feeling. So let's keep going. Again, Jason Peters, again to you, what a stellar career. First ballot Hall of Famer. Man, get better. Get that leg back, you know, in rehab. Do what you got to do. If you decide to play again, great. If you don't, thank you, sir, for everything you've done for the Philadelphia Eagles. We love you in the city of Philadelphia. You know what? This team is having fun. And it shows. It shows. And that's why we're going to have such a good season. So I'm going to tell you what. I'm out of here. Guys, I will see you next week for my recap show after we whoop the 49ers. But in the meantime, I want to say, E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Suck it, Redskins. Yeah, that's right. Suck it. All my friends down in D.C., yeah, too bad. Peace out.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!